Hey, I'm Chef Tom Douglas, and I'm so excited to be here today to share with you the new rub that we created for Sur La Table. This is the perfect answer to your need for a summertime taco party. So let's get started. First thing I have is pork butt. Now, that's kind of a misnomer because it's actually the pork shoulder. And if you look in your grocery store, you'll find this under pork butt or Boston butt, all interchangeable for this particular taco recipe. We're gonna take some of this pork rub, and I like this rub because it's got a real southwestern flavor to it. Cumin and garlic, 3 different kinds of chilies, including ancho, a paprika style chili, and a New Mexican chili, and a little bit of brown sugar, and that's gonna help create our crust onto the pork. You can see I've cut it into these smaller pieces. In my mind, the more rub, the more crust, the more flavor your taco is gonna have. So generous amount, and this is where the fun part comes in. We're just gonna rub it. All right. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna give it a couple of slices of orange. I'm gonna pop those right into the bottom. A little bit of apple cider, and we are ready for the oven. Okay, while your pork is roasting, let's make a quick Pico de Gallo. It's just a simple little salsa for your tacos. Simply takes some diced tomatoes. Now, just a straight up sweet yellow onion. Need about half of that. Always point your knife down. Oh, see how that angle is on that knife? You can't eat tacos with bloody fingers. Good. We have a little cilantro, a little salt and pepper. Actually, kind of a lot, you know. Oftentimes you'll find in Mexican cooking, it's quite salty. And then here we're gonna back up the pepper with jalapeno. You know, the seeds are where the most of the heat is. So I just cut the outside off of the jalapeno just like that. Now, of course, the amount of jalapeno you add is the amount of heat that you want in your Pico de Gallo. So I'm gonna add the whole thing because I'm tough. Okay, now immediately go wash your hands because you're gonna forget, touch your eyeball and die. Last thing we need is a bit of lime juice. Good, we're just gonna mix that up. I'm lucky enough to own my own Mexican restaurant where we make our own tortillas, but most people are just gonna be able to get them at their grocery store. Just a regular, what we call a fresh corn tortilla. So when your pork is out of the oven and rested all the way to room temperature, or just warm, you know, we're gonna take it like this and we're just gonna chop it. And all that crust, right? You have to have a good crust to meat inside ratio. Yum, this looks good. If you really want to get crazy, you can take some of the ancho molasses barbecue sauce I make for Sur La Table and put a little bit on top of there and you've got a barbecue taco. Take your nicely lightly fried tortilla shells, take some of your pork. I mean, this is as simple as it comes. And then some of our Pico de Gallo. Now this is limey and spicy. It's most delicious for your tacos summertime pleasure. Those look pretty darn good, don't they?